Anyway, here, let's talk about the shutdown. House Democratic leaders Jeffries and Senate Minority Leader Schumer speak after Trump meeting. Now, obviously, I want you to hold on to your undergarments because I know everyone's pussy about to be wet as fuck. Hakeem Jeffries is on the screen. This level of sexual charisma cannot be contained. I know that there's going to be an adverse reaction. I know my pussy wet too. Okay, calm down. Hold on to your butts. Okay, the sexual panthers are here.
Well, we met with the president for the first time since all of these issues started, even though we have requested repeated meetings with Leader Thune, Speaker Johnson, and the president. We have very large differences on health care and on their ability to undo whatever budget we agree to through rescissions and through impoundment, as well as pocket rescissions. And I think for the first time, the president heard our objections and heard why we needed a bipartisan bill. Their bill has not one iota of Democratic input. That is never how we've done this before. When I was leader, we negotiated 4 times with Republicans.
Yeah, perhaps that was a problem.
And we never had a shutdown. And so it's up to the Republicans whether they want to shut down or not. We've made to the president some proposals. Our Republican leaders will have to talk to them about them, but ultimately he's the decision maker. And if he will accept some of the things we asked, which we think the American people are for, on health care and on rescissions, he can avoid a shutdown. But there are still large differences between us.
There was a frank and direct discussion with the President of the United States and Republican leaders, but significant and meaningful differences remain. Democrats are fighting to protect the health care of the American people, and we are not going to support a partisan Republican spending bill that continues to gut the health care of everyday Americans. Period. Full stop. There's a Republican-caused healthcare crisis that is causing hospitals and nursing homes and community-based health clinics all across the country, in rural America, urban America, small-town America, the heartland of America, and black and brown communities throughout this country. And that crisis is happening right now. And that's why we believe there is urgency to both keeping the government open, reaching a
I think this is why Trump wants to arrest Democrats, because this kind of charisma is dangerous. I get it. I get why Trump fears these men, okay? Especially Hakeem. This kind of charisma cannot be contained, okay? This will move mountains. I feel like it's revolutionary armed struggle time anytime Hakeem talks. These are my goats. Fuck you. This is my goats too. What do you mean?
Bipartisan spending agreement that actually meets the needs of the American people in terms of their health, their safety, their economic well-being and quality of life, while also addressing the dangerous Republican healthcare crisis.
We laid out to the president some of the consequences of what's happening in healthcare. And
like he didn't fucking know.
And by the way he looked, I think he heard about them for the first time. The closing of rural hospitals. The fact that so many clinics are closing. And I don't know if he knew this before, but the fact that people will pay $4,000 more a year, $400 more a month, close to $5,000 more a year on their health care premiums if we don't do anything. And people don't know what to do. The average working family can't afford that. I told him how I met a mother who was crying to me because her daughter had cancer. And what has happened with health care, with what they have done, she's going to watch her daughter.
Trump would more likely to find who that woman is and kill him directly than to reconsider his decisions.
Suffer and maybe die. And so he seemed to, for the first time, understand the magnitude of this crisis, and we hope he'll talk to the Republicans.
Like, the point to drive a shutdown in this instance is to really drive a wedge between Trump and his base to identify that the assurances that they're demanding are to protect the American citizens from the imminent threat to their health care. Okay, they're going to lapse their coverage. Healthcare is going to be much more costly, as he's like describing right now in the, like, you might be having a hard time understanding the things that he's saying because he's so fucking hot. And you're just like, oh my God, I could just like, whatever you say, beautiful is probably what a lot of people are saying. So let me like walk you through it, right? The reason why you push for a shutdown in this situation is to really highlight what you are seeking to protect, okay? And what you're seeking to protect in this circumstance is $800 billion of cuts for Medicaid. 1 minute ago, this is what Trump said.
There's no way to sugarcoat it. Nobody likes Democrats anymore. We have no voters left because of all of our woke trans bullshit. Not even black people want to vote for us anymore. Even Latinos hate us. So we need new voters. And if we give all these illegal aliens free health care, we might be able to get them on our side so they can vote for us. They can't even speak English, so they won't realize we're just a bunch of woke pieces of shit, you know, at least for a while until they learn English and they realize they hate us too. Look, guys.
Seems like Donald Trump really took it to heart when Chuck Schumer talked about healthcare becoming unaffordable, considering that this is what he posted right after this meeting took place. It seems like that was his primary takeaway here. That's good. That's the president. We are so close to a deal, man, it seems. That's not a real tweet. Please tell me that. No, that's a real tweet. What makes you think that the president wouldn't tweet that? Did you miss the whole medbed incident? Judging by the medbed shit, he probably thinks this is real as well. That's funny as hell, but it's sad that your president is posting it. Admit it though, it's funny as fuck. I mean, if Donald Trump wasn't the president, yeah, that'd be funny, I guess. I don't know. I guess Donald Trump being the president makes it funny because it's just like boomer shit.
Leaders and tell them we need bipartisan input on
how was it funny? It was insanely racist. The funniness obviously comes from the fact that it's the fucking president posting some unhinged shit like that instead of being a serious person for once.
healthcare on rescissions into their bill. Their bill does not have these. They never talk to us. Thune didn't negotiate with me. Johnson didn't negotiate with Hakeem. And on the key issues, the Appropriations Committee, which has talked about 3 of the smaller bills, they're good bills, they said the appropriators couldn't agree and said kick it up to the 4 leaders. They still haven't talked.
And let me say, we're deadly serious about addressing the Republican-caused healthcare crisis because it's a deadly serious issue for the American people. Largest cuts in Medicaid in American history. Hospitals, nursing homes, and community-based health clinics closing right now. The fact that more than 20 million Americans are on the brink of experiencing dramatically increased premiums, copays, and deductibles because of the Republican refusal to extend the Affordable Care Act tax credits, which benefit working class Americans. And we pointed that out.
I'm not gonna lie. I think given how uncharismatic these guys are and the tendency for Republicans to just straightforward lie about everything, if they pushed for a fucking shutdown, I feel like the Republicans would just dominate these guys and be like, they want to give $17 quintillion to undocumented migrants in the form of healthcare. And that's why they wanted to shut the government. And these guys would come out and be like, I don't know. And then everyone would hate them even more. And then for the first time in the history of shutdowns, they would still blame the non-governing party on the shutdowns. That's how fucking bad the situation is. This is why you need to have people who are good, charismatic, bold, radical leaders in charge of the Democratic Party. Oh, the Vance literally did that today. Ugh. It's called the Democrat shutdown. The Democrats shut down the government. I didn't want to do it, but I'm firing everyone permanently. This Felix tweet is evergreen. I think it's dangerous to have orators who are capable of whipping people into a frenzy like this. Someone who has this kind of charisma can get away with anything.
We know Donald Trump watches a lot of television. Mr. President, if you're watching television, shut it off and come sit down and negotiate with us.
Oh my God, I just came a little bit in my pants. Fuck. I hate when that happens. And it just always happens when I see aura of this magnitude, epic proportions. You've never seen it like that. Okay. You've never seen it like that. Mr. President, if you're watching the TV, shut it off and come negotiate right now. Oh, man. I just nutted. Vance did do that today.
The original thing they did with this negotiation, it was a
Dems are quick to fact check this, but regardless, these are exactly the terms Republicans would like to set for debating the Medicaid changes in the reconciliation bill.
1 point.
Oh, that's why that dumb fuck, Elon Musk 584 or whatever was like, why do you want to spend $1.5 trillion on immigrants, on aliens, illegal aliens?
But if you look at the original thing they did with this negotiation, it was a $1.5 trillion spending package, basically saying to the American. But if you look at the package, basically saying to the American people, we want to give massive amounts of money, hundreds of billions of dollars to illegal aliens for their health care, while Americans are struggling to pay their health care bills. That was their initial foray into this negotiation. We thought it was absurd. We told them it was absurd, and now they come in here saying that if you don't give us everything that we want, we're going to shut down the government. We think that's preposterous.
I mean, he's fucking uncharismatic too. That's the other thing. Like, he's hella uncharismatic as well. Look at this fucking dingus.
We think it's totally unacceptable, and we think the American people are going to suffer.
Sorry, just kidding. I'm nutting again. He's also hot. He's a sexual panther in his own right. God, what a dynamo. What a fucking dynamo this guy is. God, I don't know whose back I need to blow out around these parts. You know what I mean? Chuck Schumer, Hakeem Jeffries, or J.D. Vance. I guess you could say this is my hillbilly elegy.
Because these guys won't do the right thing. Now, I want to make, but if you look.
All three? Oh my God, stop it. Till his mascara runs from the side of his plump little cheeks. And no, I don't mean his face, if you know what I'm saying. Last time they said if they let the government shut down, Trump would have full control to do whatever he wants. What's different now? I mean, it was fucking bullshit last time as well as it is this time. Fight, man. Fight, please. Please fight. This is one of the top political commentators in America. I don't fucking know anymore, dude.